Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on 539. So we're back at the Lakeview Cemetery here in Kendallville, Indiana, and it's been a little while since we've seen each other. It's been some really rough weather, some mud, some storms, just all kinds of obstacles to get over here recently, and so it's been a while since I've been able to get back out on the road, and recently the weather's been starting to clear and then went back to storming again, and now we're here back with some good weather, so I'm taking the chance while I can and getting out here and getting as much done today as I can. It looks like I've got a few days worth of good weather here ahead, so we should be all stocked up on 539 material for many months to come here in the next week, hopefully. So anyway, we left off here last time with some really strange incidents with my battery, and also this really cool mausoleum with what appeared to be some possible fire damage from maybe someone in there burning things. So we're gonna take a look at that again and then go back to the place where the battery died last time, and then that should lead us to the part of the cemetery that we haven't been to yet and some more historical stuff, and then eventually across the road here to the other section of the cemetery. So all right, let's get out and check it out. Okay, so we're coming up on the mausoleum, as you can see, and it doesn't look like anybody has cleaned it yet. You can see again very clearly what appears to be fingerprints or something, and then some scorch marks. And of course our broken glass here, and it looks like they broke the doorknobs off maybe too. So also I did want to note too, walking across here, this was where I'd remarked last time that I was wondering if they were working on a piece of this, and that originally there was something in the center, and you can again see that there was something there, whether it was a plant or some sort of monument, but it's still not there any longer, or excuse me, it's still not there, I should say, and this is still kind of overgrown since last time. And yeah, but overall some really interesting finds in this place, and still a lot of it to explore. We have a whole front section, and like I said, across this road here is an entire other segment of the cemetery, and it looks like it's historical. I can't quite tell. It's hard to tell sometimes just from Google Maps or whatever it may be. But yeah, I figured I'd come down here and check this out real quick, and we'll look at some of the historical stuff around that area. I think the stuffed animal, to my knowledge, has been removed. I think it's this way. Oh wow. See some, it looks like possibly, oh wow, there is a ground bee nest, so I gotta be quick here. Oh, they're starting to get me. You can see the damage here. Looks like somebody hit it. Oh, I think maybe they're just getting to the flowers. Okay, so it's not like a hive or anything, so I'm not disturbing anything. As long as it's not a hive, it's not really a problem. Flying bees aren't really super aggressive, as long as you're not threatening them or their home. Just like that, I pretty much came through unscathed without even one landing on me, so. And an old pathway here. Clearly not one that they intend cars to be on, but it does look like it's an actual pathway and not just meant for like drainage or something like that. I don't want to get too far. I kind of want to take my car with me this time so we can get as much done as possible here. If you do like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It's been a while since I've released a video on the channel, so I need as much help getting back in action as possible. So if you can throw a like and a comment to show YouTube and the 539 family that you care, that would be great. And as always, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. We do episodes like this about twice a week when it's, again, not horribly stormy. So I think this is the one. I'll have to look back on the footage later and see. But we were at an intersection like this with one of these, and there was this strange stuffed animal on it. And as soon as I got close to it, my battery immediately started dying on my camera, and my phone started also acting up, and everything started crashing. It was just very odd. But I can't remember what exact road it was on. It does appear like we are the only ones here this time, though. I guess I should probably hope that I can't find it, because I'm not saying I'm assuming the battery is going to die, but I would also like to get something done today, as opposed to only discovering something strange in the first 10 minutes. That could be it down there, but just not sure. I know that we've covered a lot of this section here, so we're gonna hop, I think, in the car and go back this way, or maybe just move forward. That way we don't waste too much more time. And there's our mystery block there. Kind of looks like it was placed there. I'm not really sure. Again, let me know in the comments if you think you know. It could be decorative. I'm assuming that's probably what it is. Yeah, just one of those places that it's so historic and kind of grown into itself that it kind of gives you that really ancient, almost mystical feel to it. To see if anything really stands out. Looks like we have a few veterans markers down this way, and a few over this way as well. So let's take a chance. There also looks like an interesting, I don't know if that's a zinc marker up ahead. Ooh. ground here is very bumpy. And I have a feeling that bees are going to be a resounding issue all day, as in having to dodge them. So this is Robert McKellar here, Indiana. What does that say? Fire. March 1950. Is this a fire department? Yeah, it looks like a fire department. Let's see if also here looks like maybe maintenance. World War II. It says there. Oh no, World War 1917 to 1918. So I wonder if they came home from the war and then were involved in the fire department afterwards. Another veteran here, Arthur Leslie McKellar. Hi there, buddy. And a random black poodle. I hope there's an owner. He seems like he knows where he's going. That was... I thought something was coming up on me. Okay. I see a person, thank God. Okay, cool. So anyway, Arthur Leslie McKellar here, 1896 to 1958. And another U.S. World War I veteran. So, incredibly neat. And this must be literally like right in line for the runway at the local airport, because it seems oh yeah, he's letting down on his engines now. Huh. Alright. Let's head to our other veterans' graves over here and give them kind of a berth. Is that maintenance? It looks like, yeah, it looks like maybe maintenance is pulling in here to start some spring cleaning. And let's here's Van Zyl as the last name, looks like, and Stella and Guy W. Stella 1882 to 1963, and Guy 1881 to 1960. So very similar length lives, and looks like we got our cross blown over, and I doubt that it actually goes with that grave. However, we'll at least place it up until maintenance eventually removes it completely. Oh, and I, in all of the random excitement, forgot what I was doing to check out that possible zinc marker, but now I'm not really thinking it's zinc at all. I did get a glance at it, and it looks more to be a typical stone marker. We have Michael Harmon here, 1843 to 1919. You see the, let's see, 23rd Ohio Infantry. And our typical Grand Army of the Republic marker here with some interesting... It's kind of strange how it's you can still see the kind of copper, green copperish on the edges, and like on this one right here, which is unfortunately damaged, it's just that singular kind of dark color. You can kind of see where it maybe once was. And then Mary Wife of Michael, 1839 to 19 something. Again, maybe possibly remarried. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway. And then Oliver Zimmerman, 1837 to 1892. And this also says Ohio Infantry here. So another, obviously, Civil War veteran, as we can see from the marker there. And incredibly thick marker here. Last name of Rath. Charles, 1858 to 1948, so exactly 90 years. And I guess it's probably just a time thing. I suppose that you probably could just pay more money for like a thicker stone. And right behind it, a old clay pipe maybe has been placed to keep it standing upright, possibly. And wow, I want to see what this situation is. This may look way more interesting than what it actually is. However, it looks like something's either dug up or maybe they've excavated it to find some things. It looks like. It looks like there's been an excavation here. So, before we get to that, you can see at the top here, it's been broken off, and clearly this is it right here. And it had sunk over the years into the dirt, and they must have just dug it up and are leaving it there to be hopefully reconnected to the top piece here, to where it originally was. And then behind it is another hole of some sort, but I think this might be like looks like an animal hole, probably. And Robert J. Fordeck, 1910 to 1917. And it appears it's moved over time. You can see some of the tracks from where they've been driving near it. So, once again, very exciting location. Randomly run up on by a dog who seemed to be friendly enough. And then come across a cool excavation. So, really interesting so far again. Curious to see how the rest of this is going to go. But again, you can see how popular in this place the circular layout is. Almost as if they I suppose they might have designed it like that in the way that they sold plots. Or maybe it actually just took off. I don't know. You see the Raber-Lang family section here with a cool little bench that needs some cleaning. And yet another ring here for the Kimmel family, which also seems to be, the Dubois family here. John Dubois, 1845, or 54, to 1934. And Emma Dubois, 1863 to 1949. Lots of growth. It's kind of interesting when it kind of highlights the lettering like this one, though. Michael Kimmel, Corporal in the 101st Ohio Infantry, Volunteer Infantry, 1827 to 1883, and a Grand Army of the Republic marker next to it. Yeah, I gotta look it up and see if not call someone and find out if this was just a trend that took off, or if it literally was designed in this manner and they sold the plots to this place in the circle formations. I would assume they would have had to, because otherwise it would have been incredibly disruptive to the rest of the cemetery, I suppose, depending on how many plots they buy. I mean, efficiency-wise, it doesn't look like probably the greatest thing in the world, but aesthetic-wise, it looks pretty cool. And these look to be all pretty new here. Let's go to the road and kind of walk along it for a bit.